This story originally appeared on The Athletic. Go to theathletic.com and subscribe to Bayern Now. Let's get to 6,000 subscribers. 10 subscribers away. We can do it. Just do it like Nike, baby. So, these quotes are coming from Aimia Sanmia and David Ornstein from The Athletic. So, Aimia Sanmia's link has always been in the description of these videos because they're sick. They're amazing. In fact, they're not sick, okay? They're healthy. Very good. Upamecano has a 42 million release clause, and we know The Athletic are correct because they got the Thiago story right, the Sani story right. So, for some reason, I feel this one is correct because we know this is pretty much, it's factual. So, they're saying that, for some reason, Manchester United have now cooled down their interest. That's like me going up to a girl, asking her out, and she rejects me, and I'm like, I didn't want you anyways. No. United fans, Upamecano does not want to be at your Europa League club. Do. That's your intro music. These are the champions. That's our intro music. Why would Upa leave Leipzig, a club in a much more stable environment, to go waste time at Man United? Doesn't make any sense. So, he's staying at Leipzig over actually joining United. And in this scenario, Bayern want him, so we'll get him. So they're saying that Bayern Munich didn't want Upa in the past and the effort to get him wasn't as concrete as now because we didn't have a need to bolster the position. But because Alaba and Boateng will probably leave and Javi Martinez included, three center backs will leave us. So we need one, naturally. So I think that's where it's coming from. Alaba and Boateng, either of them leaving. And they're also saying that because of the admiration Upa has, he also wants to join the European champions. And he has a lot of clubs that want him. So if he's picking us, it shows Hansi Flick's pull. Ooh, Hansi can pull out anyone, man. Oh my goodness. He can pull out right when it's about to happen. Then he just goes, whoa. Hansi big Dicko Flick. Let me shut up. Upa's believed to be keen on reaching an agreement with one of the clubs interested sooner rather than later. This is partly driven by a hope that it boosts his chance of playing a prominent role for France in the Euro qualifiers, the World Cup qualifiers in March, and the Euros. Wow, interesting. So Upamecano wants to join Bayern, and that's it. And let's go back to that second point about because Alaba and Boateng are leaving now. People, you have to understand this. First of all, our players get injured just walking. So if Alaba and Boateng leave, don't just say, well, we have Nianzou. We love you, Nianzou. We have Chris Richards. We love you, Chris Richards. First of all, that's such an incredible pressure to put two young players to just become starters. Nianzou can't stay fit. And that's not even why. Even before him getting injured, I would have said we still need to buy a center back. We need to buy defenders. In fact, because we're losing Javi Martinez as well, you could argue we need three players because we need to replace Boateng, Alaba, and one center back is all we're getting. And Bayern pick up a lot of injuries. I'm not saying let's buy three center backs. I'm saying the fact that we're buying one, we should be happy about that. We should be very happy. And people that just say, well, bring the young players in, well, that's just not how Bayern works. If some of you, including myself, by the way, if we ran Bayern Munich, we would be in the relegation zone every season because we are so slow to consider other factors to things. The fact that we'll play tough games and some players might be more suited to a certain game. I don't know. The fact that we also need to rotate. What if a player gets injured? What if they don't get injured, but they get a knock like Niklas last game, and then they have to miss that game? Who plays then? What if two center backs are out, and then you can only play the two that are left, and you have to play them every single second? Ladies and gentlemen, you can see why that's not necessarily the safest thing to do. So, again, I just don't know why people don't think we need a center back. Midfielder, I can understand why you're a little bit more reserved with the position, but I can't understand it with center back. There are people that genuinely believe on this channel, it's your opinion, but you genuinely believe we do not need a defender, despite us losing two defenders next year, and then Javi Martinez, who spends half his time at center back. So you're losing three center backs if you think about it. 2.5 center backs. Think about it like that. You need to buy a defender, and I think Upamecano is perfect for the position. There are some people messaging me saying, you know what, I'm not so sure. And I already pretty much explained Upamecano's game to all of you. Upa is great at everything. He's a perfect defender. There's nothing in his game that I can look at and go, wow, you need to improve that drastically. No, he's a great passer, great, excellent reader of the game, constantly improving those things, not just staying at one place. He's not just staying there. He's not a stale player. He's actually developing over time. Last season, Upamecano, compared to this season, has grown as a player. So there's nothing in his game that I can look at and say, you're not very good at this. He's excellent on the ball, great first touch. He has everything correct. In the air, he's dominant. But the one thing I say about Upa is he takes risk. He loves those little risky passes. And he will get that out of his game. It comes with experience and knowing when to do those types of passes. But don't think it should come now. Now is not the right time to think everything's going to be polished and perfect. If you want a polished and perfect center back, we need to go look for some 26-year-old that's in their prime right now. But Upamecano is still technically a prospect. Now, I think he's one of the best prospects and one of the best defenders in the world, but that just shows you the level he's currently playing at. I think as a defender, he's incredibly dominant. There's nothing in his game I can look at. And I think he's a competent replacement for Alaba. Remember, there was a point where Alaba was a beautiful passer. This guy could pass to anyone across the pitch. He was zapping passes in between the lines. And because this season, for some reason, he forgot how to pass the ball, and he's just whacking long balls to nobody, I think Upamecano, with his passing range and also his intelligence of passing in between the lines and the ability to carry the ball out, that's why I think he can replace Alaba. Because, again, Alaba had the most progressive runs in the final third. He also had the most progressive passes and the most progressive dribbles into the final third. And I think he carried the ball the most into the final third. Among center backs in Europe, I think this stat was measured in like April. He was sensational last season. And then the Champions League came and he decided, yeah, I no longer care. And he just started passing the ball to opposition players in Champions League finals. And now we're here where we need Upamecano. I feel we need him. I think we need a player of his quality. Now, Bayern Munich could go for someone else. I don't know who that would be. There are some people saying, well, let's just go for this guy. Let's go for that guy. Look, we don't know. And then there are people saying, well, Lucas moves to center back. We have Niklas and then Chris Richards, and then we have Nianzou. That's all we need. And then I say to you, we're Bayern Munich for a reason, okay? We're Injury FC. Kingsley Coman, so happy he's staying fit, but there was a time where he couldn't stay fit. Leroy Sané got injured. Tanguy Kawasi, we were excited to see him come into a new season. We all rated him very highly, and now injury after injury. 2 injuries at Bayern, and he's going to miss like 6 months of this season, essentially, because he missed like 3 months of last season already, and then now he came back, and now he's going to miss another 2 months. Incredibly crazy. So let's hope that injuries don't happen, but we know they will. Niklas, out of form. We don't know what we're getting every week, and he's my son, but I want him to improve. So I think getting an Upamecano can force him to play well, because maybe just feeling as if you're already there just makes him go, yeah, no need to work hard and push myself. If Upamecano's right behind you, he gets into the team, it's going to be very hard to break into that team. So you're going to have to work harder. He's going to push our team. The same way Sané coming pushed Coman. Coman, before Sané, or before this season, had never scored 3 goals in a row. Never did he do that. And he did this season, getting 3 assists in 1 game. That's not normal. That's not normal. And Coman's playing with confidence. Why? Because he feels as if, Sané's on the bench. I need to make sure that I play well. And that's just all there is to this depth thing. It's about pushing each other, pushing your teammates. Now, Gnabry plays like, if I don't score, I'm going to be on the bench for a while. Sané's playing like, if I don't get an assist or score, I'm going to be on the bench for a while. And that's the perfect way you want your wingers to be, and your midfielders, and your defenders. You want everyone to feel like that. That's why I feel like we need a better right back, someone to push our other right backs, because Pavard will improve, and so will Boner Sarr if we have a good right back that's behind them. And Davies as well. Davies will only improve because he knows Lucas is right there. Lucas wants to play. Lucas has had a billion interviews about playing and wanting to play more. So he's going to be there trying to lurk and get my position. So players are going to improve. Yeah, Neuer's never gonna. Neuer's always gonna be in goal. But yeah, oh my goodness, 10 minutes. I've been talking about Upa for 10 minutes. All right, bye.